Alright, I'm going to be showing you really quickly how to wear your SD uniform, which I'm in currently. So I've just realised that I've missed out on a few things while explaining, so I'm going to explain them now and they'll just like pop up at the video like when they're relevant. So this is the uniform. We'll just go top to bottom, I suppose. So obviously my hair is slicked back as much as it can be because it's like short hair. If you have longer hair, I have a video on how to do like your bun for if you have longer hair. With your hair, you can use like gel or hairspray to put it down. If you have short hair, what you need to keep in mind is that you're not allowed to have what's called a stepped haircut, which basically means like if the hair on the top of my head was like this long and then the hair on the bottom of my head was like that long, that would be a stepped haircut. So you need to make sure that the lengths kind of fade together. So it's not obviously like one length and then like a different length. Oh, not like super obviously, like really drastically. So that's not allowed. With facial hair, actually, if you have facial hair, you need to either be clean shaven or just have like a nice mustache, like a clean mustache. If you have short hair, that doesn't automatically mean like you don't get to do anything with it. Like obviously, if my hair was like this, like I can't show up to cadets like that because just like it looks messy, especially in SDs because that's like the neat uniform. So I need to just like make sure that it's flat. It's still got like a bit of hairspray in it at the moment. So that's why it's staying flat so easily. Normally it would be quite hard. Top button done up. If you're wearing the short sleeve SD shirt, you have that on. What you're going to want to do is unbutton the top button of your SD shirt and then just leave it like open. You don't need to iron down the side. You're not meant to. It's not meant to be pressed flat. It's just meant to be like naturally like that because that's like you would always wear it open. And then your tie all the way up to your like top button. With rank slides, I don't have the like just on. If you want to make them extra crispy, you could iron them. You can also stick like cards in them. So I use like old ID cards. This is an old Mikey and you can just stick it under. And actually if you're going to be wearing it around all day, what I would recommend is actually undoing your rank slide holder and sticking it in the back here, because then it can't fall out because it's not going to get out through there. Whereas if you stuck it in the front, then it could actually slip out during the day and that's really bad, especially if you're like on parade and you're marching around and they can see that you like it looks like that, like it's not nice. So if you're going to do that, stick it under. With my tie, because I don't have a bungee tie, what I'll do is I'll take the end of it and I'll just stick it in the shirt, and then it's actually quite long so it's tucked into my pants as well, like under the shirt. And that's just so if we're like on parade outside somewhere or just outside and your tie like flies off like that, you're not gonna have like the tail of the tie like here looking gross. I have my badges here. It's gonna depend like where you put yours depending on what badges you have, but I have two pretty common ones. So I've got my FTE qualification and then my IPB. If you have just one of either of those, then you're going to be putting it on like your right hand pocket, but if you're looking at the shirt, it'll be on the left. Well, you can see what side it's on. And you just stick it over the button, and if you have both, you'll arrange it like this. Moving down, we've got my belt. As you can see, oh, it's fallen behind a bit, but your end of your belt here should be 2 fingers width from the belt loop here. And that's coming out of your left side too. So this is my left, but looking at someone else is going to be their right. Something that you probably should note is something that's called like center of alignment. So basically if I had my fur felt on, it would be my hat badge, and then that's going to go down and it's going to be obviously in the center of my forehead. But if we go down, it's going to be in line with the buttons on my shirt. And then as you can see, my shirt buttons and like the line there carries down onto your like fly and your belt buckle. So just making sure that they're all in one line. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, so what you want to do is your pants need to be long enough, right? So if you have the old boots, they should come up to about the 3rd eyelet, and it's about the same with these shoes. So they should be touching or meeting your shoe, like the end of your pants at the 3rd eyelet. My pants are a little bit small at the minute. Or a little bit short, but only just by a little bit, and I can't get them changed because of coronavirus, so there you go. If your pants are too short and they have like a little bit of hem underneath them, you can hem them yourself at home. And obviously if they're too long you can bring them up, but if they're, see, because these ones barely have any hem, I'm going to have to get them changed out because you can't show this raw hem here down the bottom. And black socks. For watches, obviously this is a black watch. You could wear a black watch or like a neutral coloured watch. In your ears, if you have earrings, you can have studs or sleepers, and there's rules about how big your sleepers can be. And if you want to wear makeup, it's just like natural makeup, nothing crazy. Also, if you want to wear rings, you're allowed to wear up to 4 rings on no more than 2 fingers. Like out of your 8 fingers, you can wear up to 4 rings on no more than 2 of your fingers. And they have to be just like moderate size, kind of subdued appearance, nothing crazy or like gaudy or anything. Then also, if you happen to have the SD tie bar, like, or the double SD tie bar, you can wear that with your SD uniform on your tie. Quick note, if you have any other questions that aren't answered in this video, obviously feel free to ask me, but also check the manual of dress, which is on CadetNet. I'll put instructions of how to actually access the manual of dress in the comments, like the description for this video. But there's a whole chapter on SDs, there's another chapter on grooming, there's another chapter on like rank slides or like badges and insignia. So make sure to check the manual of dress because that should be able to answer all of your questions. And it's all got the variations of SD uniform. So if for some reason you're in the SD skirt or the SD like maternity wear, it can help you with that as well. So make sure to check that. This is the whole uniform. Hope you learned something. Hope this was informative. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah.